advisors, along with Michael Vera, B Group. My company is called Open Sky Group. We produce lifestyle events. And Michael and I have teamed up to create this entrepreneur event bi-monthly at Microsoft to basically bring everyone together, create a community, get some conversations going. Maybe you can find your next co-founder, investor, partner, or your next intern. I'm going to introduce a couple of companies here, and then after that, we're going to get into the panel, okay? So the first company is Carl from Lieber. He's going to talk about his company and tell you who he is and what he does.
Great, thank you. First, I'm a serial entrepreneur, so I feel everybody's pain here that is an entrepreneur. Before this, I started a company out in Silicon Valley called TuneIn Radio. Anyone here ever heard of TuneIn Radio? All right, I don't feel so bad. This time I started a company to help small businesses drive business-to-business leads. Leadbird, it produces new-to-the-world businesses real time. It's a lot of technology in the back end to part web scraping, part data mining, so that we produce, tag by industry and location about 10,000 new businesses in the US a day. Our target markets are anyone who really wants to reach them first. We work with banks, lawyers, a lot of web developers, software developers that want to get in front of these new businesses and offer their services. It's automated. It's pretty inexpensive because we filter out all the crap so that you got actually some decent leads. And you can either reach them yourself, we publish, and we'll even do direct mailing in there, email, and the data comes along with all of our campaigns. Thank you, and if you'd like to chat, stop by over here to the right.
Thank you, Carl. Next up is Nicholas from Brooklyn Common Co-working Space.
Hi everyone. I'm here to take you out of your bedroom corner or your living room corner, starting a business in your home, bringing and helping you grow. Our co-working space we have mostly in Brooklyn, one in Flatbush, one in Bushwick, and we know most entrepreneurs need a space where they can come and grow and connect with other like-minded creatives like myself. We work on trying to make sure we can connect people, but not only just give you a space, but rather a space where you can come and grow and build your business. Brooklyn Commons in Bushwick and in Bed-Stuy. We have a table over there. You can always find flyers over there for more information about our space. We also offer event space as well. So if you want to host an event, do a launch for your business, whatever it is you're going to do for your business or your birthday party, whatever it is, we have event space to do that as well. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Nicholas. Next is Satun Sebastian from Down to Dash.
Good evening. Thank you all for coming. My name is Sebastian. This is Satu. And I'd like to ask you all a question. How many of you have ever moved into a new city? Show of hands. It's a lot. How many of you have ever wanted to play a sport, or go for a trek on the weekend, or play a game and all your friends are busy? How many of you just generally like to meet new people? That's about 80% of you. I have a solution for you all. It's called Down to Dash, an app to make an app to meet new people based on activities.
So you can meet people based on location or age, to go play a game of tennis, or go to a new bar, visit a new museum. It's all about doing what you love according to your preferences and your schedule, and you get to be with like-minded people. So it's a free app. You can get it off the App Store or the Google Play Store, so check it out. If you have any further questions or anything, let myself know or Sebastian, and yeah. Down to Dash? So if you want to download that right now. No, that's down, DOWNTODASH. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up is Dasha from Effa Brush. Very interesting product.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Dasha, and I hope that everybody brushed their teeth today. And did you know that every single toothbrush you have ever used in your life is still existing in the environment? This is awful. So right now I'm going to present you something special. This is Effa, and this is disposable paper toothbrush. We make it for hotels and airlines in order to replace plastic analogs. And the main ingredients are sugarcane, PLA, and castor oil. And also we have a toothpaste. It's just a tiny pill, you crumble it in your mouth and brush your teeth with no harm to the environment. So let's make the planet great again.
Thank you very much. I just want to make an introduction to my partner, Michael Mara from Me Group. He's going to introduce himself.
Hey everybody, thank you all for coming out. If you don't know who I am, like Jimmy said, my name is Michael Mara. I'm the founder of Me Group, but I'm the CEO of Entra, which is a whole network for entrepreneurs. We're getting ready to launch our app so that entrepreneurs from all around the world can connect in one place. They can learn and they can build business all in one central hub. So if you're interested, just find me after and we can talk. If you want to get involved with these events with Jimmy and I, we'd be more than happy to have more people to collaborate with, sponsors, all of that. And I'm going to introduce Adi, who's the CEO, and Nico, the CTO of Start It Up.
Hi guys, my name is Adi and I'm the co-founder of Startup NYC, and this is my co-founder Nico. How many of you guys are founders here? Wow, it's a lot of founders. And how many of you are in like an early stage or an ideation stage? Okay, and anyone like past your pre-seed or seed? Okay, awesome, cool. So the new announcement from us is we're launching our accelerator next month. Which is a marketing and media-focused accelerator. So we have variable opportunities there and long-term opportunities. We're gonna have a roundtable. Anyone here attending the Ascend conference coming up on the 3rd and 4th of October? Okay, that's less hands. So the rest of you should be attending it because it's 2 days on the pier on 3rd and 4th of October. There's 1,500 people attending. There's pitch fests, demos, VIP galas. It's on the 3rd and 4th of October. So the website is ascentconf.com, ASCENTconf.com, and you can see the list of all the speakers and all the events happening over the 2 days. And we're actually partners of the event, so if you use our promo code StartItUp50, again, it's Started Up 50. You'll get a straight 50% off on whatever ticket you purchase, which is cool. But there are already 1,500 people attending. You can sign up for meetings. I have 18 meetings in 2 days just through their app. They've tied up with this app called Brella. And I think it's this year's biggest tech event, definitely. And we need to end the season well. You know, winter is coming, so you don't get important in-person meetings after October. And that's when I travel back to India. So yeah, anyway, point being, we're also launching our accelerator. So if you want to write to me regarding your company and if you're interested in knowing more, you can write to me at Adi, A-D-I, at startitupnyc.com. And I'll be happy to shed some light. And the first 3 companies that we have on the accelerator right now as cohorts, one of them is AI-based, and it's a long-term plan. We're building a platform for hybrid AI over the next 5 to 7 years, so that developers can go ahead and developers or business owners can download patches of AI features for whatever product they're developing, so the development can happen faster. So we have about 150 developers working on this project in India, and about 18 AI specialists and about 20 ML specialists. Yeah, and the other 2 companies are blockchain focused. The blockchain companies are focused on providing secure solutions for the banking sector, and they've already tested their beta solutions with Citibank and Axis Bank and Global Bank. So that's all I have to announce, and I'll pass it on to Nico now really quick.
I'll keep things really brief. Thank you all so much for coming. The other thing that we help a lot of the accelerator companies we work with is the web development kind of phase of growth. And it's really tough to find tech talent in New York City, especially affordable tech talent for startups. And problem people have with offshoring is one, communication, and two, liability. So if these developers who are offshore just disappear, what happens to all of your source code, and do you have to deal with a legal system in a different country? It's a huge problem, and so that's what we're trying to solve for a lot of the companies we work with here. Basically, the buck stops with us. We're held liable if anything goes wrong with your project. And we both have a technical background, so we kind of oversee the development process with them. So I'll keep that where it is, and we'll get started. Thank you so much.
All right, thanks guys. And without further ado, I'd like to introduce Rick, who is part of Heartland, and they really made tonight possible. So you want to thank them for all the food and drinks and everything, and I'll let Rick do his thing, yeah.
What's going on, guys? We having fun tonight or what? Come on, make some noise! You guys are entrepreneurs! Are we having some fun? I'm not moving forward until this whole room gets loud. Alright, so on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, make some noise! I am from Heartland Payment Systems. Other people see Heartland, they thought it was the brewery. I do not have beer for you, I apologize. But, you know, I didn't want to come here. I wanted to sponsor this event because I actually work with entrepreneurs primarily. There's a different energy. You hear a different story every time. I can work with a million doctors' offices and hear the same shit over and over. Excuse my language. You're going to hear it a few times tonight. I actually didn't want to come here and talk about Heartland Services. I figured that would be a huge disservice to all of you. If you guys want to know what their services are, give me a call or go on their website. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my story, about where I went from entrepreneur to corporate to entrepreneur and doing both at the same time. So, I actually came from an entrepreneurial background. My father was in ship demolition. He buys ships from all around the world, tankers, cargo vessels, things like that. Took him to India and scrapped the metal. It was actually really fun. When I graduated college, got a chance to travel the world for the first 4 years of my career, meet interesting people from all around the world, people who have different ideas, people who are doing different things, different cultures. Loved it, but commodities took a huge hit in 2008 and 9. We don't have to go into that story. So, hey, what did I want to do? We actually walked away, retired our parents. That's something we do in our culture. It felt good. Now, here I am, 25, 26, wasn't sure what I wanted to do. And I actually decided, let me start my first company. And I started importing flowers from South India, of all things. They have like really nice smelling jasmine and water lilies and garlands. And it was a great product. And I was getting a lot of good contracts, bringing it in, but I don't think you guys are aware, it's easier to bring crack into this country than it is flowers, okay? The JFK Agriculture Department gave me hell, or a lot of shit, excuse me. And I actually got to a point where I was fumigating shipments, the flowers weren't as lively, you had to burn shipments, and I had to shut down. And here I am at that same time, I'm serious with a girl, not anymore. And I was thinking, let me get married, what do I want to do? And I decided, let's go with the safe route. And I went into corporate. And my first boss was him. Okay? And the first job I had, the manager would sit there at 8 o'clock on the floor, just knocking on his watch. And that's why they paid him the big bucks to babysit us. And you just see the culture of the nonsense you have to deal with. But I went into the corporate route for about 5, 6 years. And, keep going. Look at this strapping young lad. Now, as any guy here can attest, when we can grow a beard, we want to. Okay, so here we go. We can finally get facial hair, we go for it. And after a long weekend, I grow a beautiful beard like that, get it shaped up, get a nice haircut, all strapping one morning. I do a Monday morning selfie. I have 100 likes before lunch. I feel good about myself. And my manager pulls me into the office and he says, hey, officially, I can't say this, but unofficially shave that shit off your face. So, like a good little corporate boy, I nodded my head, but in the back of my head I have some Tony Montana rage, and it's like, who the to, man? So, very upset about that, but got some scratch together and got a group of partners together and decided to become a business owner again. And we went into hospitality. We bought a catering hall. We wanted to change it up. Either catering halls were either Western or they're either just specific to cultures. I brought in a really cool fusion chef. We did multicultural events, kept it with all types of young, cool parties, not just the old cliche things you see. We did a good job, but guess what? As a business owner, I I wasn't just a general manager, I was a head of sales, I was my CMO, I was my CEO, COO, CTO. And on top of it, then you have up to about 60, 70 employees, and what do you have? Employees dealing with each other. So guess what? I became head of HR too. That was awesome, you know? Why did you say that to her? I don't know, man, you know? So had to play that whole nonsense game for a while, but I loved it because I was a business owner. It was mine. I could develop my own culture. All of you got here into business today because you guys have a vision. You guys have something you want to do. You didn't want to hear the corporate humps give you nonsense and tell you to show up into the office at 8 o'clock. Why don't you have your shirt and tie on? If I had my tie on my desk, why isn't your tie on? Come on, dude, I'm not meeting clients, you know? So I didn't want to deal with that nonsense anymore. But got a chance to flip the hull, sold it, decided what do I want to do next? I went back to my roots of importing. I started importing banquet chairs from China. And you guys are sitting on what I do. So I luckily was able to get some good contracts, some very prestigious halls and hotels, and then I took a major loss on a shipment. And what did we do when we were cash